Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of OrmsTV. Today we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison for you guys, and for that we've brought along the Tamron SP 150-600 and the Sigma 150-600 Contemporary. So we're going to do a little side-by-side on this, give you guys all the information you need to make the right decision when it comes to choosing one of these bad boys. Let's go have a look. So when you're comparing telephoto lenses such as these, there's a couple of key elements that one needs to look at. So what we're going to look at today specifically is a sharpness comparison, quality fall off, so basically from the center of the image out towards the edges, the autofocus speed, and the stabilizers in these lenses. Now, just to preface this, we've got the exact same camera bodies on both of them, both lenses running with 5D Mark IIIs today, and the two lenses are almost identical in terms of their specifications. Both have ultrasonic motors, both have stabilizers in, they're the same focal range, 150 to 600. So it's really a head-to-head comparison between the two. There is absolutely nothing to choose between these two lenses when it comes to autofocus speed. With the ultrasonic motors in both of them, absolutely instant. As long as you've got a fairly up-to-date camera with decent autofocus point coverage, you will have absolutely no problem. The same is true for the stabilizers in them. Handheld shooting, no issues whatsoever, even up to 600 millimeters, no problem at all. They just keep going, keeping your shot steady. I'm sure when you drop it down to really low light situations, you might start to find a bit of a problem, but it's going to be the same on both of these lenses. Nothing to choose between them there. The first thing that is apparent here is that the Sigma is a much brighter lens. The two lenses handle contrast very differently. In terms of quality fall off here, if you look towards the tires sitting on the embankment there, it looks like the Sigma is handling it a little bit better. So when we turn it into 300 millimeters, pretty much exactly the same result here. The Tamron is losing even more of its light, and we were not expecting that to be happening. And if we look at the 600 millimeter shots next to each other, again, the Sigma maintaining its brightness very well throughout. If you look at, for example, the sign that says Cape Town, if we crop in on that, you'll see the Sigma maintains sharpness better at the edge of the frame than what the Tamron does. So looking at the widest shot here, when you crop it in, I mean, we're doing, looks like quite a bit more than 100% crop here. The Tamron looks a little bit sharper at its absolute center than what the Sigma is. Okay, so we're throwing in a little gratuitous wildlife shot here. So have a look at these two shots of these birds just sitting on a rock side by side doing their thing. Cropping in on these shots, again, it seems like the Sigma is a little bit sharper, giving you a little bit more fine detail pickup there. Now, if you look at the background blur that you get out of these two lenses, it actually seems like the Sigma is a little bit more flat, while the Tamron gives you a little bit more, how can you say, texture in your background blur, which I actually find quite pleasing. I think the Tamron's background blur is a little bit more pronounced there in the shot than what it is on the Sigma, and I quite like that. So just rounding up these images that we've shown you now, it's very clear to see that both of these lenses are incredibly good bang for your buck. The Sigma does seem to come out a little bit ahead in terms of its sharpness when you're fully zoomed in to 600 millimeters. The Tamron, though, definitely a little bit more contrasty and gives you better sharpness when you're shooting between 150 and 300 millimeters. Well guys, thank you very much for joining us for this comparison video. We're in Cape Town, mist is rolling in, and that pretty much concludes the day's shooting for us. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some good information out of this to make decisions on these telephoto lenses. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. We'll answer any questions you post below. Thank you very much.